Okay, so option number two, remember, it's kind of the same steps, but you're adding in your instruments on the HydraFacial machine. As you can see in the video after this, you'll see me actually doing the machine work on the client's face with option one, two, and three. So those are the only things that change. You're just adding to it. It really doesn't change. It's just you're adding something to it. You're working with the different heads or the different instruments now. Okay. So right here on the right hand side, we're going to be listing everything in order. So this is more focused for the oily, normal skin types. I'm sorry, normal to oily skin types to mature skin. And so what I mean by that is like somebody who has normal skin is like a combination to normal, really. Like normal would mean they have one or two bumps, their skin is clear, or it could be a combination of normal to oily to where they have normal skin, one or two or three bumps, but they're super oily all the time. Like me, I have to wipe my forehead constantly through the day because I get oil. Man, oh Jesus, yeah, I'm very oily. But that's good in the long run because hopefully when I'm 65 or 85 or even 95 or maybe even 105 or maybe 125, hell, 135, I'm gonna still look the way I look. Hopefully, I pray to God, please, so I can still, get. I don't know. Anyway, that's a great thing to look young, be young. Oh my God, it's great. Your health is everything. Health is wealth. And so if I can take care of my skin and look great as I get older, as I age, oh man, it's a blessing. God is amazing. She or he or Holy Spirit, whoever God is amazing. So the option number two for the mature skin would be somebody who has maybe a fine line or two. Somebody has maybe a wrinkle, maybe a wrinkle. Like, for example, if somebody is 35 and older, maybe 45 and older, 35 only because I know certain people that aren't highly melanated, if that's a word. Well, it is now. So people who don't really have a hue to them, a dark hue or melanin, yes, they're going to age quicker, especially if you've been a lifeguard or if you've been near the beach or ocean, you grew up in sunlight all the time, outdoors, and you are very fair skinned, yeah, you're going to age quickly. At 35, you're probably going to start showing crow's feet. You're probably going to start showing marionette lines or those little three lines in the face where your resorus muscle is wearing thin. That muscle is popping. Those fibers are getting short. And when somebody smiles, like, you see those lines. That's a bad thing. That means that resorus muscle or that whistleblower muscle, like, man, I can't even whistle. Yeah, that whistle resort that muscle is wearing down, and so it creates three lines. Or if you have the number 11s, the frowns like just like a dog, the corrugator muscles. When you start to see those, even when somebody's at rest, like and their whole face is bunched in, the RBF, rest in bitch face, then yes, that's mature skin. That's when I would say when you're in your mature age, which should be like 65 and older, but you're only 30 something and over. Like damn, you're already mature. You're up there. You're in that cougar phase. You're in that MILF to cougar. Yeah. Or you're actually getting out of the MILF phase to the cougar phase or the daddy phase. What is daddy? Are we a jaguar? What are we? No, that's a one. I don't know. Look, it gets crazy. But those are the skin types we're focusing on. And steps, like you see here, it says use the steps for option number one, numbers 1 through 4, except now you can use the diamond tip microdermabrasion, or you can use the extractor tool, or both. So we have our extractor tool. We already learned how to do this in option number one. The thing that we didn't learn how to use in the next couple videos, well, right after option 3, you're going to see me use the diamond tip microdermabrasion. So that little tip, it has almost like gravel or little small cuts of diamond, but it's not real diamonds. It's like sandpaper for the face. And so in that little small tube, and this machine is sucking, it's like, whoa, I really do feel like my skin is being scraped off. Yeah, it's the dead skin coming off. So make sure you have the right heads. It's supposed to come with 2 of them. If it only comes with one, contact that manufacturer and ask for a second one. Or even if you have to pay for another one, they're affordable. So let's keep it moving. So you got your wand and you're doing your diamond tip microdermabrasion, and this is step 5 actually. So option number 2, you just went through option or step 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're in step 5. Step 5 is the diamond tip microdermabrasion along with extractions. You can do either one. So remember in option 1, it was just the extractions for number 5. This one is you can do both, or you can just do the diamond tip microdermabrasion. Okay? And so with that diamond tip microdermabrasion, the head, which is this, you can take the head off and put it back on, and it's the diamond tips. So let's just say you had 2 of these. This is the original head. The original head is for your HydraFacial machine, and it's sucking your skin up, flushing the water in there so it can clean the face, right? So then now we move to option number 2. But to do number 2, you have to take off the head. You have to change out the different heads that they comes with the machine. When you buy your machine, it's going to come with a bag full of 6, 8, maybe 10 heads. And these heads can come off. So when you want to do the microdermabrasion, all you're doing is taking off this head, put this one down, and you're picking the new head, which is your diamond tip microdermabrasion, putting that one on. And then now you're ready to go for the diamond tip microdermabrasion. Okay? So that's all you're doing. You're just switching out the heads. That's it. And so now we're going to go to number 6. You're going to see in the video the strokes. The strokes are either north to south to north, north to south, east, west, west, east, however direction you want to go. You know, diagonal, circle. As long as it's comfortable for you and the client, go for it. This is just the way I do it. Don't do everything that I do. This is just examples, okay? So number 6 is use the manual chemical peel for your clients who want more of a result. What I mean by that is to get the right instruments for you guys. I apologize for having my makeshift chemical peel. So all you need for a chemical peel, cold water and ice, but you have the HydraFacial machine. So we're going to go ahead and have the cold hammer. You're going to turn the cold hammer on. And that's if you don't have water or ice. You can at least calm the skin down with a cooling gel, which I'm going to show you in the video. You put the cooling gel on after the chemical peel and roll it with the hammer, and it calms your skin down. But before we even do the chemical peel, or step 6, because this is the manual way of adding the chemical peel. This is the old school way. Manual always just means the old school before these machines were invented, okay? You'll always need a fan brush. Like I said, on standby, at least have some cold water or a bowl full of cold water, ice water preferably. Fan brush, chemical peel, and a little petri dish or a cup, something that holds your chemical peel. So for example, we're going to take this off, squeeze some peel in here. So it's in here. We have our model. And this is manually, let's just say you don't want to use chamber B this time. Remember, we used chamber B in option number 1, but let's just say our client wants a more of a, hey, I liked it, but I want to peel. I want to actually, you know, feel like my skin shedding off like a snake, like I see in those other YouTube videos. Okay, give it to them. They signed the client intake form. You're trained. You know what to do. Give it to them. You can do a patch test first. Let's assume we have gloves on. We always want to wear gloves during chemical peels. Take a little spot of it, put it right here on the side. This is called a patch test, because you're taking it and you're patching it right here, and you just circle it. Like you said, we have a little bit of chemical peel, and then we let it sit for about 30 seconds to a minute. That's all. After 30 seconds or before 30 seconds, she's probably gonna say, okay, I feel it. Oh, it's tingly. Whoa, it's spicy, but I can handle it. And that's why we do the patch test, to see if the client can handle it. So Kim, oh yes, I hear you. Kim says, hurry up, it's burning. Okay, so then that's why you get the cold water, wash it off. If they say it's too much, don't even do the chemical peel. But what's that, Kim? What? Okay, she says we can go ahead and do it. She's ready. You know, she says she's a warrior. All right, so now that we can proceed, and she says this little patch test was fine, I can handle the pain, it's not that much. Okay, fan brush, forehead, forehead, forehead. 3 strokes. You can do 4 or 5, however many strokes you want. Down, up, up, up. Eye, chin, other side. That's how easy it is. You're just applying the chemical peel manually. That's all step 6 is. You are manually doing it. You're not letting the B chamber do anything. This is for somebody who wants something higher than this. This is the B chamber. See how it's green? The kryptonite. So if they don't want the kryptonite, hey, I'm too strong for kryptonite, give them the regular chemical peel. Chemical peels normally come in these 2, 4 to 6 ounce bottles. If you're lucky, find an 8-ounce bottle. That's great. They're always tiny and they are expensive, but you only need a little bit. You just pour a little bit in the bowl, wipe the face, let it sit for about a minute and a minute and a half, possibly to 2 minutes for your first pass. Give them a fan, facial fan, so they can circulate and calm their skin down. Now, after 2 minutes, if they say they can handle a second pass, which means you're gonna go through the skin again, give it to them. If they say they can do a third pass, don't go past 3 passes. That's too much, okay? Please, less is best. So that's step 6. You're just manually doing it yourself, because this is for somebody who has oily. This isn't gonna break down all your oil cells. This is not gonna break through fine lines, wrinkles, everything else. No, this is for option 1, for people who have maybe sensitive to dry to normal to oily. It's good for everybody's skin type, is option number 1. But if you have truly oily skin where it's like uncontrollable, acne, all that other good stuff, this is why we have option 2. You actually need a manual chemical peel. Chamber B is not going to get it. You can still do it, but if you want to affect change for their acne, they probably have grade 2, grade 3, hopefully not grade 4 acne, cystic acne, chemical peel. Either a glycolic a lactic acid or a glycolic acid. Anywhere between 10%, 20%, or 30% for both of them, lactic or glycolic. You can't go wrong with either one. Glycolic I would use more because it's a smaller molecule and breaks through the skin, kills the acne real quick. Lactic is more of a lightener and brightener. That's something for somebody who only has a few bumps and just want to polish their skin. It's a lightener and a brightener. But for uneven skin tone, hyperpigmented skin, acne, you want to use glycolic. That's just the way to go for me. Whatever you use is on you. So that's why I would say the kryptonite is not going to work. Just do it manually. So now we're going to go to step 7. Right here on the right side, step number 7, rinse off using cold water or with the cold hammer. And the reason why you want to use cold water, because right now, yeah, we put on the chemical peel, the passes of it and everything, it's burning. It's like, ooh. But some people like that because they know it's working. They know they're getting rid of that damn acne. You know what I mean? Like, Kim, what are you doing? So since they know that, they need that fan. The fan's probably working just a little bit, but I need it to really calm my skin down. I need a calming balm. I need cold water. Once you put the calming or the cold water on first, flush out the face, flush out that chemical peel. The cold water takes off the top layers of this chemical peel. The chemical peel that's going into the skin, you put the calming gel on. The gel is going to go into and keep the coolness, and then you put your cold hammer. The cold hammer, it's just like you put your gel on and you're going over with the, it's like, oh my God, it feels so good. Because the cold hammer gets cold. It's sold for people who don't have access to like a refrigerator or ice on hand. That cold hammer, all you need is regular water with the cold hammer. Oh, that will freeze the skin. If you have a cooling gel with that cold hammer, oh, fuck that ice. This is all I need. So you see what I'm saying? The 6-in-1 HydraFacial, it's good to go. So now that you've cleaned off the chemical peel, we're gonna go right into step 7A. You know, it's just A. We had the 7, now we're at 7A. It's like a subset of 7 because there's kind of the same realm, but I just split them up this way because now you can, like on the right side, you can add in your growth factors or your oxygen to the face. Oxygen you're going to use, or your growth factors, or those little small vials. They're like super tiny, and you can find them online, or ampules or essence. Those ampules are very expensive, but pretty much you can make your own if you want to. I'm not going to tell you how to make your own right now because that's another product making class, but I do sell on my website the ampules. And pretty much in that ampule is aloe vera. So that aloe vera, it's broken down though, so you have to know how to make it. Aloe vera is normally thick. It's in a gel-like state. It's mixed with other properties from that aloe vera plant. But to get that true juice from the aloe vera, which is really great for skin, and to mix it with vitamin E or CBD, which I do, you put it in a small vial or mix it up, put it in a homogeneous blender, or a centrifuge if you have one. And now that sprayer, you're just taking your sprayer off the machine, and it looks like an artist sprayer, like you're what are those artists? What they call when they have like the paintbrush, or not the paintbrush, but the spray paint that comes out, and they're uh, painting murals and everything on the walls, like really, really, really nice artists or painter. I forget what they're called, but anyway, that type of sprayer is going to spray out the essence on the face and cools the skin down even more. But those are fighters for the face. Those are growth factors. They're peptides. They're samarides, just in a liquid form. And it goes right into the skin. It's amazing. They're just expensive as shit. But you can make your own. Or you can go on the website. Hey, I will send you the serum, or not the serum, but the essence with another free one, so you can see like, oh, there is a difference. You can have rose water. Once you mix everything together, like rose water, hip seed oil together, turmeric. I know I keep saying turmeric. When you actually make it into a spray to where it's not going to be yellow and it's going to be damaging to the face, it's actually great for your skin. You can mix vitamin C with hyaluronic acid serum or ampule and put it in a sprayer. You just have to dilute it to where that spray can spray onto your face. And we will explain that in another video, okay? So that would be step 7A. All right, 7 Adam. So now we're gonna go into step 8 of option number 2. So step 8 is only apply serum manually. We're not using the machine for this one because we use a chemical peel. Your face is hot. You don't need suction on your face right now. No, because remember, you use the manual chemical peel, the strongest one. The regular dermatologist, master esthetician chemical peels that we use. Not chamber B, no. You can use suction on this face, but you can't use suction on this one. No, because your face is already hot. You see what I'm saying? So now you're gonna add the serum, 2 pumps, it's good enough. Add it to the client's face. Now you can use LED, or you could use LED before you put the serum on. It doesn't matter. But once you have it on, put the LED face mask on. You really don't need LED because that chemical peel is already down in the skin, killing all the acne, frying it out, cauterizing all the acne and pus and the wounds that are underneath that you popped open with your extraction tool or the diamond tip microdermabrasion. Okay, so you can use LED, but it's not really necessary at that time because this peel is all you trust me. Your face is gonna be hot and burning, and then you calmed it down with the gel, and you're ready to go home and chill underneath the air conditioning and drink, I don't know, a hot toddy or something, or some, I don't know, vodka, take some shots. So now we're gonna go into sunscreen. Before you send them out on the day, hey, that serum, remember the serum already has built-in sunscreen, or you can add in an extra sunscreen now if you want to, or you can add in hyaluronic acid, then put the sunscreen on, either one if you want to, because your skin needs moisture. So I probably would put that hyaluronic acid on, then put the serum, then put sunscreen on if you choose to. But those steps right there, you can't lose. Step 10, home care. Home care again. Tell them how to use these products.